It would have been a different story.
Night. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
It's been a long day for you. Watch 36. 36 tonight. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll go option to the short side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, hold on. Omaha.
Here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 41 yards. And the Cardinals will strike first here, this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Turn. Here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. The play fake. Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. You've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Jones. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Cards are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
2nd and 10. Now Murray. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray will get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the give is Nwangu. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
He'll try again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kene Nwangu taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. After
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Rico Gafford, 70 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. McCann's got it teed up. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 43-yard line. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw is Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 1st down, Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their #1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Flush to his right.
Another
and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, 26 yards. And the Cardinals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end Tunyon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers.
That is caught by Amari Rodgers.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Amari Rodgers,
39 yards.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
McCann's got it teed up.
A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch your slant, watch your slant, watch your slant. Check, check,
Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Check pass, check pass. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Watch the eye. Come on. Watch motion. Let's go. Mike 7. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 7's a Mike.
Looking to throw. Murray eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 2nd and goal, Murray rolling, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. As the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee. And they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Isaiah Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Murray now on first down. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On second and a long way to go. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there for Arizona. Here's Murray. Out to his left. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Extra point good by Prater, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On play action, Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First play's a run with Nwangu.
He's got room to run past the 20. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Back to throw. Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he'll be out of bounds. A big play there.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Cards go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Here we go. Check.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
McCann's got it teed up. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Cardinals on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll buy some time right.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Britton, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Second down and 8.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Murray. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And they will take a knee here. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.